Hey y'all, this is Wall Dog, Holy Vampire. I am feeling good. I am feeling relaxed. I'm feeling positive, and I am proud of myself. Today I have been practicing some of the teachings that I've been reading in a book that I have, which has been talking about a pendulum swing that is our emotions. It talks about some philosophy involving Taoism. It's like I'm not sure if it's related to it or if it's a piece of that, but the philosophy is talking about different an explanation of the different um, parts of the body and mind, and it's relating them to the elements in nature, like fire, water, earth. And it's talking about how an imbalance of such things, of um, of these things in the mind, in the body, in the soul, can cause, it can be understood and fixed. And when they're out of balance, emotions will swing the pendulum in one direction. But the point is that the direction that I'm receiving from reading this book is that it is not to be, it's not react. It's what the body wants to do, it's what the mind wants to do, and the pendulum swings. But to understand what element is being, triggered, tested, and then to remedy it by being higher up on the in a state of calm. And they call it, this book is calling it, being at home with oneself, being home, to allow that energy to be understood, the emotion, but then to understand the element and to be able to balance that out and become aware, and to always be at home and calm. And I'm, I'm I've been practicing it as I've been learning. So I've been learning it in steps. I like to do this when I learn something, when I analyze and identify something that is impactful, important. I want to take my time and test it, and then go back and learn and study further and embrace it further if it's good and if it makes sense, if it's wisdom to be kept. And I'm very grateful. I feel blessed. I feel blessed by God. I feel blessed and helped and supported by the people in my life. The women I call goddesses who are spiritually connected to me. And as I've heard the term in another book, self-help book, also giving thanks to the men who are supportive. And in the book, they called the men angels. So I'm feeling good, feeling appreciative. Um, I've been working out at the gym better. I've been happy about that. I've been eating better. I feel like being more self-conscious. I've been applying for jobs. I applied for jobs this evening online. Uh, I've been experiencing and being able to practice that pendulum swing of emotions because I do remember the past. I very, very, very remember the scarring in the past and the defeats and the failures and the mistakes and the regrets and blah, 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 blah. But those are all pendulum swings of emotions. I'm in the here and now, in the present moment, and I'm aware of that. So I'm grateful. I got to go outside. There's a moon out tonight. I wasn't able to fully see what type of It wasn't a full moon, but it was getting there. I was able to do some spiritual practice, some meditation. It's nice. I take for granted spiritual things now. I realize that. I feel spiritual experiences. But to me, let's say, I've experienced such intense spiritual experiences that those that are not as intense are very, it's like, I just don't really, it's not a, I don't want to take for granted those things. Um, but they are, they happen. And I'm not sure what the right word is, but I want to honor those experiences and not forget them. And my mind does, and I know my heart does. So I remember. Sticks with you. But I was just, it's funny that to me that, very intense spiritual experiences are what I work on when they, what's the word, when they present themselves. When moments of spirituality, which are very intense in my description, how I feel, the strong reaction that my body experiences, and the different things that may happen or that I may feel. Those are the moments that I feel that I am gauging the other spiritual moments. And just like with the pendulum swings, like emotions, as I was saying earlier, I feel excitement, I feel anxiety, I feel fear, I feel so many things, but I am at home and calm in my mind, my body, my focus. And when I slip and I lose that focus, I forgive myself and try again. And I hope that what I am saying, as far as the practice of being mindful, that it touches the emotions, it touches the thoughts, the imagination of whoever's listening. But yeah, I'm making progress. I'm able to do certain things that I was easier nowadays than in the past, because I've gauged my ability based off the past, which is a silly thing, because I am in the now. but I am growing and developing, going to therapy classes every week. I'm studying important things, I feel, for me. And I'm spending time letting myself relax and to think with my body, my heart. And when the pendulum swings with my emotions, when I see other people that I care about, and I do care about people, it's easy for me. It's one of the easiest things for me to do. And that is one of my strongest things about me. My favorite and best things about me, because it brings a balance brings that constant, that foundation. But when those people that I see, I want to say that I feel the pendulum swing in my emotions. That I feel regret. I want to feel regret for missed opportunities to be able to speak and to cherish others. But the feelings of regret come from my knowing that I need to focus. So, so I'll let that pendulum swing. I stay calm. And I know from my experience that for me as a man, that I am to be strong and focused. And just like with spiritual things, that the opportunities present themselves when the time is right. So there's my focus, and there's the wisdom of knowing that what I must be doing, or what I feel is right. There's peace there, and calm. But there is one thing I want to say, that in seeking calmness and peace and wisdom and good things, there is, I want to say, a darkness that inside of me that I feel unhappy that I am changing. And what good is that? I'm sure that if you're listening, if you're really listening, that you can relate. A question I want to say that the darkness inside, the dark thoughts that are the criticism of myself, the negative thoughts, that it is a balancing thing, balancing part. It's cynicism. It's based in reality. It could be maybe in some ways, and so maybe not, but it's there and it's keeping me grounded, keeping me protected, keeping me safe. Keeping it's like I want to say that, and I have been saying that in the past to myself, but I know it's a lie. It's a funny thing to say that with my wisdom, with what I know and feel. What I need negativity and darkness and dark thoughts to be centered and peaceful. No. To make good choices. To be safe. No. Then why? Am I afraid of, I'll say this too, like what if I become like a robot and lose the ability to have strong emotions? That's not possible. I'm human. Always will be. And that is a statement for myself, to myself, and to the world. So it feels good being at night, being a vampire, being an alpha male, being supernatural. being a leader, and being Wally. I got to speak to my mother earlier over the phone, over video chat, and it's a blessing, a real blessing. And as a man, as an adult, I see now I'm able to experience the newness of being able to interact with my mother, who I have separated from in the past. Separate from. What wonder, what, I mean, poetry comes to mind. I know it sounds a bit silly, but poetry is used to describe feelings, a combination of words to describe feelings. That's what it means to me. And that is what kind of that's how my heart feels, experiencing a newness of what it feels like for me, a man, to speak to his mother for the first time as a man. It's a wonderful experience. Strange thing for me. So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna get going, and I appreciate y'all for watching, supporting me, and I'm grateful to be connected to so many people, and to be able to have the wisdom and experiences I have had, and hopefully, and I know, do not have to say hopefully, I know that I can share wisdom and help others. Because I want to. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.